Right, here I am down at the West Paseo in the Old Town Tavern Loft. It's June 28, 2022. We're into the 36th week of major construction. Down below us here, we can see that they have poured a little bit of concrete along here as they're working on getting these future walkway areas fixed up here in the West Paseo. They're continuing to work on forms out here. We can see they're smoothing the ground and getting everything ready so they can pour concrete in the future here. If we pan back around here, farther up the West Paseo, you can see they've continued to work the forms up the Paseo, moving eastward. And also down here in the little ramp area, they've laid out some rebar for stability for the future concrete pour there for the ramp. So things are moving along. They're also working back over there in front of the little museum, starting to form up the actual steps forms there. So things are moving along here. And this is what we can see from the loft area here. I'm going to finish this up and then move on around and see what else we can see down here in the West Paseo today. All right. Right, here I am on the Old Town Tavern patio, shooting back up into the ramp area here. You can see the rebar's all fixed up for the ramp. Pour to come. So, it's getting fixed up. Down in the Old Town Tavern patio area, we can see that a bar has gotten new tables in. Got rid of a lot of their small, older tables, and now they have these larger tables, which will work better when you get larger groups in. Makes it easier to fit the larger groups into the bar, and they can entertain smaller or larger groups as needed. If you look over the fence here, you can see the concrete that's been poured down through here. Got like a little sort of sidewalk area poured along the edge of the flower bed here. So making progress on that. Let me pause this here and move on around to another spot, see what we got going on down in the West Paseo. All right, here I am coming up to the West Paseo by the Aline building. Check out what's going on down here. Back over here across the way, they've been working on these steps, getting the forms built so they can pour the steps in the future right there. They still haven't poured the ramps, I don't believe, at least on this end. I don't see that the ramp's been poured. So, and you can see on this end of the ramp area here for the this venue building here, they got it fixed up for pouring, but hasn't been poured yet. So not too long we'll have this ramp all fixed up and poured. So moving along, a lot of levels here. We move on up to the upper level here, see what I can see from there. Down into the West Bowl. Time now is 5:23 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Sunrise is officially 5:20 a.m. So sun's working its way up slowly over there. So as we look down through here, this flower bed area over here hasn't really changed that much. You see them back over here working on their steps, getting stuff fixed up there, and continue down on the far end to work on their forms and get stuff fixed up down there. So day just kind of a prep day, getting everything fixed up, and then probably Wednesday, Thursday we may pour some concrete down in here. Let's see, this is what we got going on down here. Nothing really exciting, but continuing to advance the work along so they can get more concrete poured and move the project along here in the 36th week of major construction. All right, I'm going to end this here, and I think I'll just move around to the eastern end of the project and see what's going on down there. Not really that much happening today overall, just basic prep and work to get ready for pouring concrete in the future. Alrighty. All right, here I am down at the north gate on the east end of the project, looking out into the civic lawn area, back over to the social hub. Got some activity going on back over across the way there, but it's fairly quiet over here by the north gate area. So I'm going to shoot just a little bit here and then move on around, see what I can see up in front of City Hall. But this is what we have going on down here around the north gate. Alrighty. Right here I am down in front of City Hall, looking over the fence out into the civic lawn area. And see they're working back over here in the lagoon, doing some work there, probably prepping for the future when they'll complete that lagoon and finish that off. Looks like quite a bit of activity back down here. I can see people back over here in the East Bowl area doing some work back over here. So I'll check out the east end of the project here. Seems to be a lot of activity down here going on. So let me wrap this up here and move on around to my various spots here on the east end of the project. Alrighty. Here's another little interesting project going on down here around City Hall. They're putting down new turf. They brought in these rolls of turf, which they're spreading out now, and they're returfing this area around City Hall. Back over here, straight ahead of me, back there you can see the rolls of turf that they brought in. And now they're just in the process of putting down new turf here around City Hall. So, a little bit of a project going on here. I just thought I would stop and shoot a little bit of this. Alright. Right, here I am down by City Hall on the back side, Shooting over the fence out into the East Bowl area. Looks like they've completed the project they had going on out here for a month or two, because the fencing that was blocking off this side of City Hall is now gone, so that's good. Gives me access to my old shooting spots, which are better than I had before, so I'll shoot from here a little bit. That's what we got going on here. Going to stop this and move on around just a little bit farther where I can get another viewpoint here. All right. Right, here I am farther up in the area around the East Bowl by City Hall, and been able to get back in this part for a while. But we can see sidewalks that have been poured in the past. And so a lot of progress down here on the sidewalks and whatnot. You see back up here where they're working. Back over here. This is the social hub area here, where all these trucks are parked basically. See back over here, exposed is some of the irrigation pipe, I think, right there. It runs under the East Bowl area that they've been working on. Got more concrete forms back down here. Fixed up for pouring concrete there in the future. Getting that all lined out. And possibly straight ahead here, I think they got some gravel and stuff piled up back over there. I think that's the general area right in there where the East Bowl stage will be, so maybe not in the too distant future, within, I'm going to guess, 4 to 6 weeks out, they might be pouring the stage down here for the stage for the East Bowl, getting that fixed up. So alrighty, I'm going to move on around now to the library steps, I think, and then I'll finish up my day down there at the library steps. Alrighty. Right, here I am down by the library steps. Time is 6:03 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. We can see they're doing some work down here. Concrete poured down here. I can't really remember what was and wasn't poured since the last time I was here, but we do have this slab out here behind the tree, which I think is where the restrooms will be in the future, possibly right there. And then out beyond that area, out in sort of the center there, should be the fog and water garden. And then back over here to the civic lawn area where they're going to have the botanic gardens. We'll be out there, so this is what we can see down here. Also, I noticed something. I noticed these in the past, but I wasn't really sure what they were. But back over here, if we look out into where the banyan trees are, we can see some metal support poles. I believe those are the poles that will hold up the 360-degree canopy. So they've already started establishing some of the ironwork for the 360-degree canopy out here, which was probably there last week or so, but I only really am taking notice of it today. Let me switch over to my telephoto lens so you can see it a little bit easier. All right, here I am on my 77mm telephoto lens. You can see the ironwork there that'll support the 360-degree canopy in the future. So starting to move along on getting that done. So they must have poured some concrete back over there in the past to support those poles, the ironwork there. So they are making progress on getting that stage fixed up there. So getting some work done on that. Moving along towards getting the 360-degree stage established back out there. So that's cool. And on back around here with my telephoto lens, across the civic lawn, back over here, slab for the restrooms right there with all of the sort of plumbing and stuff you might expect needed for a bathroom right there ahead of me. So that's getting done. And so we're making a lot of progress all across the site here. We are into the 36th week of major construction, so June's almost over, the end of July here by the end of the week. So moving along, getting stuff done. Alrighty, so I'm going to finish this up here and call it a day. I'm doing some digging right back over there, but I think it's very interesting to see the ironwork there for the stages. I think is a big step forward in getting some of the more interesting infrastructure set up out here in the near future. Though it'll probably be a while. They got to pour the stage, and then the actual upper panels that'll go around there. It'll probably be a while before they do those, but we'll see. Anyway, this is what we got down here in the West Bowl, Civic Lawn, Social Hub, East Bowl area. So I'm going to finish this up here and call it a day. And then I'll come back, probably Thursday will be my next day down here. We'll see. Alrighty.